I don't even know why I'm recording this video. I just feel like I needed to reach out to someone, and none of my friends are available right now, so I figured why not reach out to some strangers. I guess I'm just tired of feeling like everyone just wants a piece of me, or just wants to take something from me. I would think I would be used to it by now. People just want to use me. Take, take, take. But I'm not used to it. I don't want to be used to it. I keep reaching out to someone because I thought that that person was the one person in the past few years who actually loved me, but I don't believe that they did now. I mean, if somebody really, really loves you, they know when you're hurting, and they know when you're standing on an edge of a cliff and you're contemplating whether you should jump or not. They know, you know? I mean, if they really love you, they should know. And I don't know how many viewers or subscribers I have left now. It's been so long since I posted a video about anything, real talk, anything, but there hasn't been much to talk about. I mean, I was singing, things were good, I was doing a lot of things, but I constantly feel like there's this void. Like everybody who comes into my life just wants to take what they can get. I've gotten to the point where I don't even trust anyone. I hear all these flattering compliments on how beautiful you are, and how nice of a shape you have, and oh my God this, and oh my God that. All the usual bullshit that people tell you. And now I'm just like, you think you forming rapport, and then they show their true colors, and it's just that they want a piece of you. And I just don't know what to do anymore. I'm like, how do I find someone who will love me and not just want a piece of me? I mean, sure, they're gonna want a piece of you, but all these people, I just feel their energy. They've got that take, take, take energy. Take from you, take from you, take from you, take from you. I mean, I've counseled couples, and I've done all this stuff with relationships, and I know you have to have a healthy self-esteem and all of this other stuff. I know that. I know that. And I know you have to work on yourself and make yourself the focus of the energy. And I've done all of that. And I've grown as a person over the last year. I mean, I have made huge strides. I used to be so scared even to drive. And now it's like, I can drive just about anything. And I felt a sense of freedom in doing that. I felt like I had accomplished something, and I felt a sense of peace and tranquility. But now I keep coming back to this emptiness that I feel deep. It's deep emptiness. And I want the pain to stop. I don't know how to make it stop. I've made so many bad decisions. I mean, I had somebody around. He was a pretty messed up dude. I mean, he had a lot of problems. I loved him, and I broke things off with him to pursue, and I'm pretty sure he loved me. At least I think he did. And I left him to pursue the one person that I had held a flame for since I was a teenager. I'm like, oh, this is a chance. I've always wondered, and my aunt had died, and I just had to know how things could have turned out. And I made a stupid decision. I dated him. Oh my God, it was awful. Not only could he not perform, and I mean he could not perform, oh, but he came with all this excess baggage, and all the baggage he said he'd gotten rid of, he hadn't really gotten rid of. He was just lying. He just wanted a piece of me, but he couldn't even get it up to get the piece he wanted from me. That was just even more stressful. And then I got rid of him. I dispatched him like a bad habit. And now I sit, and I've been alone for a while, and there's been some good things about being alone, don't get me wrong. But since I've been alone, and I didn't date for a while, I just wanted to be alone and not be bothered with anyone, so I could have some time for introspection. I'm sorry I've got the camera like way up there. I've got a like fluffy nightgown thing on, and I don't want people to remember me in a fluffy nightgown, and when I have Michael Kors to choose from, I don't want people to think of me as the fluffy nightgown girl. I want them to think of me as chic and graceful and elegant and cultured. But I'm beginning to see that, like, all these things that I've done, I can sing opera, I can dance, I've got the wild side, but none of these things have attracted me a proper mate, someone who really loved me. Not since my ex and I split. I mean, nothing. I can't understand it. I mean, I think I'm a pretty likable person when I'm not being neurotic about details and about being perfect with everything. I think I'm a pretty cool person. People say I'm very fun and exciting. But if I'm so fun and exciting, if I'm such an exotic beauty and I'm so freaking talented, why do people find it so easy to replace me? Because that's what I feel like they do. They just want to toy with me like a cat toys with a mouse. And then when the cat is done toying with the mouse, sometimes they bite the tail off, swallow all that they can of the mouse, and leave the scraps for something else to pick up. I try never to get on camera and have emotional epiphanies, but I need to feel loved, and I don't. So I've reached out to everyone. I haven't told them how bad I'm feeling, because it's not like me. Everyone thinks of me as the pillar of strength. Anybody having a problem, they can lean on me. And I try never to let them see me cry, never to let them see me upset. But I'm lonely inside, and I hurt. I feel so disappointed. And I always press forward, and I push things behind me, and I say, you know what, that's the past, and we keep it moving, and we build a positive and beautiful future, and we project good things into our lives. I mean, I've been a life coach, a stylist, a tantra goddess. I mean, if anybody should be able to see the silver lining right now, it's me, but I can't. Don't see a silver lining. All I see is sadness. My sadness. Oh well. So much for that idea. If anybody else has sort of been through this dark night of the soul, if you will, share with me how you overcame it. I mean, when you have all the tools and you know all the tools, and still you feel like this, then what does that say? How much deeper do you have to dig within yourself to pull yourself up? I know you can't find anything outside yourself. If you're looking for something, the only place to look is within. And I have done that. But this one thing that I desire, it's not something I can fix from within myself. At least I don't think I can. The desire to be loved and appreciated, cherished, and valued by another human being, that, I can't find that inside myself. I can love myself, yes, but I can't compel someone else to love me. I can compel them to lust for me. That's easy. To build something that will last. And I mean, even when I have someone around who's enamored, then I have to contend with the families. And oh my God, there was this one guy. I loved him. That's the truth. I mean, I hate to admit it, but I loved him deeply. Loved his dad. Loved his grandmother. And in my own way, I really did love his mom, but she hated my guts. Oh God. This woman hated my guts. I was everything that she didn't want for her son. I was bossy and opinionated and pushy. But I loved him. And I wanted the best for him. And I wanted to push him because I loved him so much. I wanted him to be the best person he could be. But the drug abuse and all of that took its toll, and alcoholism and all those issues, they just took their toll. I didn't love him any less for it. I just couldn't cope. I was afraid I was going to find him dead on the floor or something awful. And then, well, I chose this knucklehead, and out of sheer grief and distress, I just made a really abrupt decision. And out of frustration with his conduct, I told him I never loved him. And those words haunt me. I see his eyes in my mind. Every day I see the pain. But that wasn't true because I did love him. I didn't love what he was doing to himself. And I didn't love what he was turning into, for God's sakes. He was this he's brilliant. I shouldn't speak of him in past tense. He is brilliant. But he just doesn't do right by himself or anyone around him usually. He always has some ulterior motive, and a lot of times I felt like he wanted to take, but at least I also felt like he genuinely loved me. I mean, we were friends, and despite the horrible thing he did, which was like criminal, I still believe that he did love me. At least I wanted to, but now I doubt that too. I think I'm so stupid I can't tell when anybody loves me for real. I can tell when two people are in love from across the room. I can feel their energy. I can bring them up together. When a couples are fighting, I'm good at my job. I'm good at it. I can fix their issues. But sometimes it hurts that I can fix all these other people's lives and then not have the same amount of fulfillment in my own. I'm sorry, this video quality sucks. I'm crying and can't even see my eyes, and the room's dark, but I just have a really dark lamp. My pupils are like stretched out to the ends of the universe. But I'm just running out of options. I'm not running out of time, just options. Anywho, tell me what you think. This healer is trying to heal herself. I mean, now, what's so funny is I tell my mom, I used to go to church, same church that Jan Levenzat was at, and I used to never think much of it. And I say to myself a lot of times, if she can do it, so can I. She can pull herself up and pull herself together. What's stopping me? Maybe my greatest strength is in my ability to help others. Maybe that's how I heal myself. But there's no one around to help right now. So it's just me. Left to contemplate what is the greater purpose of this pain I feel inside. Yeah. Higher purpose, higher good. Whatever, I don't see it. Give me some feedback. Tell me what you think. And if you just think I'm totally bollocks crazy, then tell me I'm crazy and I should, do the world a favor and shut up and turn the camera off and, take a long nap or something. But I'll listen to whatever, I'm pretty open right now to suggestions. Anywho, peace. Blessed be.